Ontario County as the Fishers Fire District prepares for possible dissolution. Some leaders are sounding the alarm over changes that they say have already taken effect.
Much of this surrounding the fire district no longer being able to respond to certain EMS calls. Isabel Garcia brings us up to date with the latest from the hamlet of Fishers in the town of Victor.
A line of red yard signs adorn homes and businesses throughout Fishers and throughout the Victor community. Each of these signs reads, "Fishers FD keeps my family safe," a public show of support for the fire district here, which may not exist by the end of the summer. Following a recent decision by the Fishers Fire District Board of Commissioners, firefighters there are no longer permitted to respond to low to mid priority EMS calls. Previously citing Victor Farmington Ambulance can respond to those calls solo. Recent events, including a bee sting and lawnmower accident, just two examples of typical responses which would have taken just minutes for Fishers Fire District firefighters to get to. Assistant Chief for Fishers Fire, Michael Koch, tells me while these instances may not be high priority at first, they could quickly move into a more urgent scenario.
Typically, it's somebody that knows they have an allergy and they know that they can end up in trouble because they've been stung by a bee. And so our ability to go on that call, because again, how it was coded, and more importantly, what our commissioners decided was appropriate or not appropriate for us to go on, meant that we couldn't go.
The reasoning behind the push from fire commissioners to dissolve rooted in tax costs for the professional firefighter service. If the plan goes through, the town of Victor would be responsible for arranging future fire protection for neighbors in the district.
Everybody's upset about their fire tax, whereas everybody else, the true majority of the population, because they appreciate what they have and they don't care about paying fire tax. But instead, what's happened is a minority has now decided for the majority how they're going to be served by public service.
Koch noting the Victor Farmington Ambulance has a large geographic area to cover. Between logistics and proximity, Fishers' longstanding standard response to EMS calls were part of the service the tax-funded professional firefighters provided to the community.
Hearing that and then basically being told you have to stand down and you can't go to that because the organization has said you're not allowed to go to that is disheartening. It certainly crushes morale, and it certainly interrupts what they were trained to do, what they live to do.
The public meeting concerning the potential dissolvement of the Fishers Fire District is scheduled to take place July 16th, which is a Wednesday. For now, reporting in Fishers, Isabel Garcia, News 8.